Okay, 2 bags full of stuff from Detail Garage. They've got stores everywhere, all up and down the Wasatch Front and on down to St. George. Good place to go to get your chemical guys stuff. Brushes, cleaning supplies, all that kind of stuff that you would need. I've also got my brand new, haven't even used it yet, Husqvarna pressure washer. So that's kind of fun we're going to have today. Several different things I'm going to go after. Going to try to give a good spring cleaning to the Suburban, but I really want the pressure washer because all that winter mud that's still underneath in every nook and cranny, I am not getting off of it at the garage. So out front on my own ramps, get it up in the air where I can actually get to it all, and let's see if we can get this done. Alright, filled her up with the first ever tank of gas for me. And once again, I hate these spouts. I spill fuel everywhere. So I'm going to let this dry off a little bit, let that fuel evaporate. This thing came with a whole bag of oil to give you the oil in it, so I've already done that. Should be a pretty simple operation, a Briggs & Stratton motor. We turn that on and we crank her up. I need to roll my hose out and get my hose attached to it, but other than that, yeah, we should be about ready to go. Alright, should have got one of these things years ago. And considering how much I've spent on quarter crankers over the years, I probably could have bought it a long time ago and saved all of that money instead. But you know, it's probably no big surprise that a gas-powered Briggs & Stratton style one with its pump is way better than the one at the wash rack, your neighborhood quarter cranker. Got a ton of mud off of this truck. All the winter goop and mud and stuff from all the winter wheeling trips. I'm gonna have to clean that up. But did way better. Yeah, I've got mud and dirt and stuff on that. I'm gonna hose that off once I get it off the ramps because I'm done with the underside. And one of the interesting things is, even though the pressure wash is pretty good, I still got a lot of crud on the wheels, and that's what I'm gonna get to next. Should also note I went after all of this grease stain between Purple Power and the pressure washer. It actually cleaned up a lot of stuff. You can still see there's enough oil impregnated into the concrete there that I don't know, stronger chemicals probably, but I got the grand majority of the nastiness, all the winter mag chloride and everything else. It's off. This stain is looking 10 times better than it was before. I like having a clean garage. So yeah, should have got one of these machines a long time ago. Alright, for the wheels, first time ever trying the sticky citrus wheel cleaner. Getting it on in there. Got a couple different size brushes. Just scrubbing them around. Still think I don't have the right size brush to really get into those. That little design feature of the H2 wheels. But this stuff seems to be doing a lot for everything else. Now the factory H2 wheels like these are clear coated, which I like better than just bare aluminum, because they are easier to clean. This citrus stuff is definitely helping removing any of the road grime and the brake dust being your worst thing when you got disc brakes. But yeah, I think it's doing it. Just scrub in wherever I'm seeing grout, any crud. Just getting it all done, and then just give it a little spray down. Let's see what happens. See a couple spots like right there that need a little bit more. Luckily there's still plenty of the citrus cleaner on the brush. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Find any of the spots like that that aren't perfectly done. Yeah, this seems to be working great. I'm gonna get to it and do all 4 wheels, get them all cleaned up, and then put on the wax style protectant stuff. That's the next stage. Yeah, here we go. So here I coated the whole freaking wheel with it. I did the same on the other one, didn't show it, but I just wanted to show coating the whole wheel. I don't know if that's absolutely going to be necessary every time, because that's a lot of soapy stuff on there. Especially the back wheels here with a 3/4 ton Suburban being they're not disc brakes, they're drum brakes. they don't get as much brake dust as the front does with its disc brakes. But I don't know, since I generally have kept my wheels clean, there's some gunk there. We're getting her off. I don't know that I need to spray the full thing. Maybe just spray it onto the brush and then brush everything here. What citrus should be really good at in the wintertime, mag chloride sticks to everything horribly when they salt the roads with it. And citrus is the only stuff that seems to cut through it. So this stuff ought to be perfect for that. But yeah, I'll hose her off and get her cleaned up. Now my only problem is the other side of the truck's in the direct sunlight, so I hope that does okay being in the direct sunlight. We'll find out. So here's a decent before when all I've done is pressure washed everything, water spots because we've got hard water here. But you can see all kinds of grime and dirt and stuff, the mud everywhere that was on there. I think what I'm going to do is just a little bit. I don't think I need all that much. This stuff goes pretty far, it seems. And then I'll just, I hate to say this, but that's the brush I got from the Detail guys. That's the one I picked up from Home Depot. I think I like the smaller one better. This one, well, it'll get in there, yeah. And it's probably pretty good for flexing through small openings and stuff, but this one seems to be a little stiffer, which I kind of like. Just get in there and scrub everything off. But yeah, I'm liking this stuff. I do believe I found the wheel cleaner I'll be getting from here on out. Chemical Guys, Sticky Citrus. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, Max Coat Wheel Guard from Chemical Guys. That's what I'm going to use to wax these wheels because they're a paint and they should be waxed. I got a nice little applicator from Detail Garage and just some microfibers that I have. And we'll see about putting this on. Should go on just like any other wax, they say. Wax on, wax off. You know how to do it, Daniel-san. Now I probably could have gone without this applicator, but it's a nice little mitt style. I'm getting this stuff in. It's way more liquidy than your average turtle wax would be. And yes, I know my wheels aren't totally dry, and that means I'm not getting the most perfect application ever, but it'll work. Remember, I'm in Utah. Stuff dries out quick. So the only thing I'm worried about here is being on the sunlight side. I've already done the other two wheels, so I'll do these two pretty quick. So far I'm liking this, but I'm thinking you could go without this applicator. It's not bad. Nice little mitt style deal, but just microfiber cloths would probably be enough. It's doing the job. Just trying to get wax everywhere. And again, my hope is this does what they say it is, and it helps mud release real easy, brake dust and everything else. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can't get up into the mountains this weekend. Next up is this Chemical Guys fabric cleaner. Super concentrated, so I got a bottle here, and it gives you the ratios on the side so you can figure out what you're diluting to. Instructions say 20 to 1, or if you want it really clean, 18 to 1. This gives me a 16 to 1. Now 20 to 1's down there too, so I'm going to dilute it to 20 to 1. And I could write down what I've actually got in it too. That's good stuff too. I'll have to do that with a Sharpie. And if you're really good, you write down what the hazardous ingredients are in it. But I don't think I'm worried about that. Cool bottles. It's got everything, yeah. Alright. Alright, got it all diluted down into a spray bottle. I need to mark this later, I'll do that. Very little bit, foams up a lot. Should be a good cleaner for the seat then, is my guess. Now these Chemical Guy things, you see a lot of people say, oh, it's not all made in America. I see Taiwan. I'll buy Taiwan every day of the week just so I can spite the CCP. I'm not buying Chinese stuff. I'll buy Taiwanese and Korean stuff all day long. I'm not even afraid of that. But the chemicals and everything else is all assembled in the USA the way I understand it, so I'm going to keep buying Chemical Guys. So far I'm liking what I see. The other thing I got there at the Detail Garage is one of these nice little brushes that goes to your drill. So I'll spray the fabric cleaner, brush this around, and let it clean everything up. Should be able to get a lot of the children's messes out of those seats. Some of my messes too, but yeah. You see how dirty I've made my seat, 20-year-old seat that it is. Spray some of this stuff in. It's like you can adjust this nozzle. Let's see what other... There we go, that's more of a stream. Let's dial it off. A little less. Yeah, nice adjustable bottle. I like this bottle. So I'm gonna go after my seat, see how it works, see if I can't clean this thing up. Powerful chemical. Definitely want to do that outside. Alright, can I do this holding a camera and one-handed? Let's see. You get the idea. I need both hands. Definitely need both hands. You get the idea of how this works. Well, it definitely seems cleaner, and it's certainly going to smell better when I'm done. So that's the two seats I've done. That seat back there, I never did actually clean that one too well. I mean, I hit it with some basic auto parts store crap when I pulled it from the junkyard. So a lot of stuff came out of that. This one, I think what we got is a lot of wear spots. These trucks, most of them, they're already ripped. You can see the rips are starting there. So eventually I will have to reupholster it. You can see the wear lines there and there. But I'm liking this brush and I'm liking this cleaner. Shoot, I've already used almost half the bottle, but I'm going to keep going. Okay, I cleaned up this seat pretty nicely. The real challenge is that seat where my two little ones sit. And to find out if I can clean out all that crap they've put in there, M&Ms and chips and who knows what else. I really should have pulled up my vacuum to vacuum here first, but I'm just going to go with it. Definitely need to vacuum the carpet and the mats, but yeah, today I'm just after the seats. We'll get the other stuff later. Alright, way cleaner than it was. The chocolate that was ground in, the chips, the dips, the Cheetos, the Doritos, got all of it out. So for at home, this little brush and this little detergent work pretty freaking well. The only way you're going to get better, I think, is if you actually go to one of the detailer shops that has a upholstery shampooer, and that'll actually lift the dirt up out of there. This, it's helping scrub it, release it a little bit, and then it does sweep it off down onto the floor. So this truck has a date with the shop vac coming up. But for the seats, nice and clean. Now beware, if you do this, you're going to have to let these things dry. I'm guessing overnight probably they're going to have to dry. So you don't expect to go anywhere with your family when you've done this, because what you're really getting out of this is some sanitizing, deodorizing, and it helps the fabric actually live a little longer. This is still wet, drying up a little bit here, but yeah, should make the truck smell a heck of a lot better on the interior. And I've had this thing since 2014, so that's 6 years of family life this truck has endured. So it deserves a little bit of care, make it last a little longer. Alright, I think that's it for the seats. Okay, the two other chemicals I have left. So I've used the wheel cleaner, I've used the fabric cleaner, diluted it down. I've got Fabric Guard water repellent. I'm going to wait a day or two for that to all be dried out, what I just cleaned with that. And then I'll go after that and Fabric Guard everything again, let it rest overnight, cure overnight. And then I've got one of the scents, Vanilla Bean Scoop. I like vanilla. You usually get those little yellow vanilla tree things, and they only last a day or two, but this should last a lot longer. Again, I'm probably going to wait on this until I'm done with all of the fabric cleaning stuff, which you can apply this to the fabric, to the carpet, but one of the things they recommend doing, I'll probably do a video on that one, on how to do it, because that's an interesting process and I want to see how it goes. So I think waxing the wheels, cleaning everything, I mean, that's it for this video. And I would be the first to note that I haven't even touched what this thing really can do, because I did not play with it all. You can put a soap container there and it'll feed soap into the machine. And if you look at the truck, you can see water spots all over the place. So I am going to clean the windows, but the water spots off the truck, nope, I'm going to go figure out soap. Kind of want to go back to Detail Garage anyway, right? If you come this far, I hope it did you some good. I would absolutely recommend getting one of these. And it fits here in the corner of the garage, not taking up much space at all. And it's way more powerful than a quarter cranker. Kicking myself for not doing it sooner. But yeah, definitely recommend it. Alright, so the shampoo stuff dried. For a Suburban, I just used an entire bottle of this water repellent and probably could have used more. So if you're going to get yourself some of this for a Suburban or an excursion or a van, get 2. I think I've got all the surfaces that need to be done. The backs of the seats I would have liked to have done too, so children's feet with muddy boots and everything else that gets on them would have been better. But we'll let that dry, we'll see how it goes. And that means the last thing to do for this spring clean will be this. I might do that tomorrow sometime, we'll see. If you come this far, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.